Hey guys, what is up? Ioki here, bringing you what I believe to be one of the strongest beginner decks for Legends of Runeterra. Now that we're a couple days into the open beta, getting a lot of people asking, what am I playing? What am I enjoying playing? This is it, guys. This is my favorite deck. I call this the Spider Queen deck. It is all about basically, there's two win conditions. Your first one is through Elise and Callista, the two champion cards in your deck, and the other is through getting the Phantom Prankster, which means that every time one of your allies dies, you damage their nexus 1 point. So it's really fun because at that point you want your allies to die, right? So you basically just send them in there and intentionally get your units killed. It's kind of like the Legends of Runeterra version of inting. So it's really, really fun. So basically all of your cards have like synergies with dying, or some of your cards say to like kill one of your own units to summon them. It's really, really fun. But so obviously this guy's okay to die because Last Breath Spiderling, so let's block that. So we trade 1 for 1. And there we go. We came out on top there. So back to us. We've got a creature out here, a unit out here, and he doesn't. So now we're going to do, so we're going to throw a second spider. So a lot of this deck revolves around kind of just overwhelming them early with lots of low level, like 1/1 and 1/2 character cards. Which is also kind of like the purpose of the Elise champion card, is like every time you attack you get another little spider pet. But we're going to throw that out there and see if she blocks. She's definitely going to be taking at least 3 damage because she can't block this one. She's going to be trading her Eager Apprentice for a Spiderling. And again, with this particular deck, guys, you need to be totally okay with your units dying because 1, they're just kind of fodder for you, and 2, there's going to be a lot of instances where you kind of want them to die. Alright, not getting any units here, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and pass. So this is another card. So like, if I send 3 of my spiders in and they all 3 die, then I can summon Viama, so. Okay, we'll go ahead and drain this guy. Drain his unit and get a spider of my own. Bye-bye. Another Spiderling. So I'm really hoping, the cards I'm hoping to draw for, guys, right, is Phantom Prankster and Elise or Callista. You can work with either Elise or Callista. Doesn't really matter which. I'll go ahead and block with the Spiderling. Doesn't really mean anything to me. Just using your units as fodder, guys. Just using them as fodder. Because guess what? If an ally died, summon 2 Spiderlings. So he killed 1 Spiderling, and now we get 2. Just throw your units at him, guys. Just throw your units at him. All willy-nilly. Let him die. And there it is, boys. There's Elise. We're going to go ahead and summon Elise. She's fearsome. This guy's down to 4 cards. I'm hoping the thing that really counters this type of deck is Elise is like a low health unit, right? She has 3. Sometimes they just have a spell in hand that like can deal 3 damage to a unit. So you need to be kind of careful. You try not to summon your champion like super early, but around like round 2 or 3, 4 is fine. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna block. We're gonna attack with these 3. I highly doubt Jinx blocks my Arachnoid Horror, and she's the only one that can block it, so I think I'm going to do 3 damage, and we'll see what happens. We just kind of send our armies out there. At the start of next round, if I have 3 spiders, that's how Elise levels up. So she is going to be... Oh, she is going to be. Wow. That was kind of foolish of her. I am down to 1 other spider. But guess what? I'm going to cast that since one of my allies died. 2 more Spiderlings, which means at the start of next round, if he doesn't have any spells to kill my Spiderlings, Elise is going to have 3 spiders, which means she levels up. So we'll go ahead and end round. And leveled up, baby! Spider Queen. This is why it's called the Spider Queen deck, guys. Love this deck, dude. This deck is honestly so fun. Now all my spiders have fearsome, which means she's going to need some big cards to block them. Golden Crush Bot, that is a big card, oh my lord. That is a huge card. Alright, we'll go ahead and summon this bad boy. Just buffing up all our spiders. That's the cool thing about these spiders, is they're all kind of like part of the same tribe, so there's a lot of cards that are like +1 to spiders. Alright, so I can't attack with Elise because he'll block it with that, but I can definitely take out a couple of these guys. So we're going to trade that boy for that one, and we're just going to send this one to his death just to block it so we don't take 3 damage. Not a big deal, not a big deal. Not bad, not bad. So if this guy was 1 health less, we could use our Black Spear, but go ahead and pass on that. Alright, back to us. So as you can see, it's going to be really hard. He's kind of just constantly on his back foot since we're just always going to have more units than him. Alright, and look, now all my spiders are fearsome, so I know he can't block. So I'm actually going to attack with Elise this round as well. Oh, Zed, never mind. Zed will be able to block, and I don't want to trade my Elise for Zed, so I'm just going to attack with these 4 right here. And they're Challenger, so I get to choose who blocks who, which means I am actually going to attack with Elise, because I'm going to make Zed block this spider right here, which will kill him. No, you block this one. You block this one, and you block this one. So I'm going to be killing both of his units. That's the beautiful thing about leveled up Elise, is that you just get to choose who attacks who. So like, unless he gets like a huge unit out there, it's going to be really, really hard for him. I just killed his champion. So he's down to 7 health already, guys. Alright, let's see what this says. What do you got here, buddy? Deal 3 to anything. Alright, so he's obviously going to be using that to kill my Elise. Oh, he used it on my Nexus! Huge misplay by him. He definitely needed to use that on my Elise. 100% should have killed my Elise there. Alright, so here's... we can... I'm going to go ahead and in that round. Hopefully we get another unit to play. Oh, I was about to say Callista would be really, really nice. So here, guys, here's... this is why Callista fits in with this deck, because she levels up by seeing her allies die. So we're going to go ahead and play Callista, and we're going to bind her to... we'll go ahead and bind her to... we're going to bind her to the spider. Just so that if he does have a spell that can kill my Elise, I'm not like losing out on a whole lot. Alright, alright. Here's what we're going to do, guys. We are going to attack with everyone, and this guy is going to block this bad boy right here. I'm going to have him block my Elise. Because unless he's got a wild card up his sleeve, this isn't going to kill me. And this should end the game, guys. This should end the game here. Yep. Boom. Callista's going to take him to -1. Guys, that is the Spider Queen Rushdown deck. Really, really cool. Unfortunately, I didn't get to show you the Phantom Prankster, but let me know, guys, down in the comments if you want to see this deck again. Again, some of the reasons that I think this is one of the best beginner decks is it's cool, it teaches you synergies, it's really, really fun, teaches you to play aggressive early, teaches you, like different synergies within your cards, how to set up combos. I don't think a lot of people see it coming. It's very like kind of a weird strategy, so it's taking like a lot of new players by surprise. And also the biggest reason is a lot of these cards are available to you like right through just play the tutorial and you'll have like 85% of these cards. You will have to grind a little bit for the others, but it took me like 4 games to get enough crystals or wild cards to get them. So just let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see this deck again, or if you guys, tell me your favorite deck, what you guys have been playing in the open beta, and I'll leave the code to this in the description if you guys want to try the deck out yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. Take it easy, boys. Peace. Hey guys, what is up? Ioki here, bringing you what I believe to be the strongest beginner deck for Legends of Runeterra. Now that we are 2 days into the open beta, we got a lot of new players coming in and asking, like, what are some good decks, what are good champions, things like that. There's a couple reasons I think this is a great deck. It's very straightforward. It's got a lot of fun interactive interactions between the cards, lots of synergies, lots of different playstyles, lots of different win conditions, and it's very, very aggressive early. So it kind of takes advantage of the fact that, like, there's a lot of new players kind of like setting up for these huge, big late game plays. I think a lot of people are really underestimating how much you can get done in the early stages of the game. So let's get into it, guys. This is what I call the Spider Queen deck, and I'll leave the code to it down in the description if you guys want to play it yourself. But basically what this is like I said, it's got a couple different win conditions. It revolves around Callista and Elise, of course. Can't have a spider deck without Elise. And basically just overwhelming the enemy early game, throwing lots and lots of low-level monsters, lots of little spiderlings, house spiders, all kinds of stuff. And basically just ruining their early game day. So let's show you guys how it works. So he actually had a pretty good early game. He's got 2 out there. We'll go ahead and we'll trade this one, and then our house spider will die. But as I mentioned, there are multiple win conditions. So as they come up in the game, I'll get to those and explain them. So here it is. Actually, what great timing. So this is one of our win conditions, guys. This card is called Phantom Prankster. So essentially, every time when this card is out there, one of your cards dies, the enemy Nexus takes a single hit. You're going to have 2 of these cards in your deck. So the enemy, every time they kill your, little 1/1 Torpy spider cards, they're going to take 1 damage to their Nexus. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to drain. We don't want to put that out there yet because we don't want to make it too vulnerable. So we're going to drain 1 from him. And we're going to get a spiderling out on the field. And then we're basically just going to send it to die. Once we get our Phantom Prankster out there, we want to just, send our army of spiders in to die 1 by 1. And every time they die, they're going to be taking a hit on the Nexus. And it gets a lot. Like I said, there's lots of cool synergies between these spider cards. They buff each other up. They summon more spiders. It's really fun. It's like a spider army. Alright, to play, discard 3, deal 3 to anything. He just deals 3 to my Nexus. Not a big deal. Got my spider. Alright, so now we are going to... We'll go ahead and end that round. Also, another cool synergy between the whole, like... The strategy, if you haven't picked it up yet, it revolves around getting your own units to die. So, you've got cards that can kill your own units. You've got cards that are buffed by your units dying, like Callista. It's a good time. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play Callista. We're going to bind it to this spider. Now he's a slightly bigger spider. And her level up requirement is that she's seen 3 allies die. So, what are we going to do? We're going to make this thing die. We'll send it out to kill that one. And that's it. Actually, we'll send it to... Is it better to block the 6 Nexus damage? We'll go ahead and block the next 6 Nexus damage. So we'll block that. We'll just we'll eat the 2 Nexus damage. Not too worried about it. One of the biggest pieces of advice that I've gotten from an experienced like Hearthstone player and Magic the Gathering player is that you shouldn't really worry too much about taking like little tick damage to your Nexus early. There's only 1 hit point on your Nexus that matters, and that's the very last one. So we are gonna go ahead and pass on that one. All right, back to us. Let's see what we draw. Oh, there we go. Elise, beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and summon Elise. And we're going to give them a chance to play, and we're going to go ahead and summon our Phantom Prankster as well. So Elise is really nice because every time she attacks, she summons an attacking spiderling. These spiderlings are very, very likely to die, but again, remember, we're basically leveling up Callista and damaging their Nexus every time someone dies. So it's okay. Alright, so we want to go ahead and... do I want Elise to die this early? You know, I'm okay with it. So obviously he's going to block Elise with Jewel Protector. He's going to see that as a very good trade. Both of these units are going to die. Going to damage his Nexus 1. Going to damage his Nexus 2. And guess what? Callista is now leveled all the way up. So you kind of want to use your units as sacrificial pawns. Rarely do you want to see, you know, even if you have to use Elise as one, it's fine. So we've got the level up Callista now. So now when you play Bond with an ally, granted 2-0, attack, revive that attacking ally, and reforge our bond. So now when Callista attacks, she's going to bring the spider back. We'll go ahead and end there. And look at this, another card that kills our own allies. So I'm sure you're starting to see a theme here. Damage 3 to an enemy unit. Oh, there goes our Callista. Rip on that one. Here's what we can do though. We can't do anything. Dead Callista, boys. Interesting part about this game is that you can go in with the strategy, but sometimes you gotta kind of shake it up. Sometimes the enemy throws a wrench in your plans. But one more damage to the Nexus. Alright, so here's we're going to summon 3 brood spiders. More fodder, and again, remember, every single time he kills one of them, taking off his Nexus. It's his turn to react to that. He does have much stronger units out there. Well, guess what? We're going to trade a random spiderling for that, and we're going to block this one. He's not going to deal any damage to our Nexus, and he's going to be taking 2 hits himself on his offensive turn, so that's pretty good. That is pretty good, guys. And we're going to just go ahead and throw that bad boy out there. We're going to buff up our spider, who we will most likely be sending to his doom very soon. He will die in service of his spider country. Alright, we're going to go here. Zed. Spooky. Alright, so he's got quick attack. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to attack with my spiderling and this bad boy. You know what, let's go ahead and attack with everybody. Let's see what he does here. He's going to block one. He's going to kill one of my units, but I'm also going to get 2 hits in on his Nexus. Because I doubt he's going to block with Zed, because Zed would die. And I doubt that's what he planned to do with them. Yep, so he's going to kill my Frenzied Skitterer. And then I'm going to deal 5 damage to his Nexus. Oh, wow, really? Wow. I did not expect him to do that. So that's going to kill Zed. Okay, and then look at that. Another tick to the Nexus. Right, okay. Well, I think we're in a good spot now, guys. Alright, Academy Prodigy. We'll go ahead and pass. We've got a couple cards up our sleeves, but it's sometimes good to hold on to a couple cards just to keep them guessing. Still gonna pass. Oh man, I didn't get another champion to play. Summon a Scrap Scuttler. Alright, so he's got 3 people.
Don't worry. I've read all about this.
Alright, let's see what he does here. He's probably going to attack with all 4, so I am going to take some Nexus damage this turn, for sure. For sure. But I also think I'm going to wipe out, I believe, 3 of his 4 units. If I play this correctly. We'll go ahead and pass. Yep, there it is. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We are going to block that one. We're going to block this guy with our Phantom Prankster. This is a little risky because, well, he doesn't have any spells. Okay, never mind. So, and then we're Yeah, we're going to take some Nexus damage here for sure. So this is going to leave my Phantom Prankster with 1 hit. Still good though, still fine. Very close game actually. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to use Black Spear to kill the most powerful of their units and the one with quick attack. So there we go, Black Spear. He doesn't have any way of blocking because he has absolutely no spells. So that should land. And now we kind of need to hope we draw a champion, because we could be in trouble if we don't. So we don't have a way of summoning this without killing our Phantom Prankster. All right, we did not get one, but we got, if an ally died this round, summon 2 Spiderlings. So here's what we might need to do, guys. We might need to Ravenous Butcher and kill our Phantom Prankster, hoping that one of the next cards that we draw is a we're in a bit of a pickle here, guys. Yeah, I know. Alright, here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna kill our Phantom Prankster. We're gonna draw 2 cards, hoping that that gives us a champion. Ravenous Butcher. So many of these Ravenous Butchers. Okay. But now we can use Crawling Sensation, because an ally did die, even though we're the ones that killed him. So we're going to get 2 Spiderlings. And we can turn both of those Spiderlings into Ravenous Butchers. So he has no way of blocking that, or, you know, interrupting it or anything. He's completely out of spells. So we've got 2 Spiderlings now. We've also are going to go ahead and throw out Arachnid Horror, Fearsome. Now we're going to yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and kill some spiders. Turn them into butchers. But I just really like this this deck. 1, because it's got like all kinds of cool different interactions, but 2, because like this deck has personally helped me like understand synergies, things like that. So he's not going to be able to play anything. I'm going to go ahead and attack. We'll attack with all 3 of these. We'll leave. He's going to block. He's going to block all 3 of these, I'm sure. But anyone he blocks with will definitely die. I think I'm going to leave one of these back, because I don't want to leave myself completely out of options and with no way to summon my Ravenous Butcher. So let's see what he does here. He's gonna sacrifice 2, for sure. He's gonna sacrifice 2 cards. This is a 2 for 2, and honestly, he put way more effort into getting those cards out there than I did. Those were literally house spiders. So more sacrificial pawns, and another not champion or unit. Rough. But I can summon 3 spiderlings, so that's pretty good. This isn't bad, honestly. This will give us some fodder. Alright, so we want to block this one, since we can, we'll take the 2 Nexus damage. Yeah, we'll go ahead and block that. Take 2 damage there, we'll kill that unit. We survive. And now let's get some broodlings out. Let's overwhelm him, boys. Or spiderlings, not broodlings. And remember, we can turn one of these spiderlings into a butcher. So we'll have 2 kind of good units out there. He's down to 1 card. What I'm assuming that card is probably a Jinx. We haven't seen Jinx yet. We're about halfway through the deck. It's a spell card, actually. Deal 13 to a unit. Alrighty. Interesting. Alright, we'll pass. Alright, so we are going to drain one from a unit to summon a spiderling. That seems kind of, We'll go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and do that. That way we'll have 4 units out there. I'm a little worried about that what that card is in his hand, but now we've got 4 people out here. Oh, it's the Scaled Snapper. Okay, okay. So, if I send all 4 out there, he's going to block 2 of them, and he's going to send this one to block this one, because my 1 attack damage won't kill him. So I'm actually going to I'm going to turn this one into my Ravenous Butcher, so that no matter who he blocks, he dies, and I get 2 hits in on the Nexus for sure. Dude, this game got crazy, actually. Alright, so now I attack. I should be doing 4 damage to his Nexus. Destroying both of his units. I still have 2 out there. Now we're going to end the round. Both of us are completely out of cards, which means if he draws Jinx, who is very strong when she has no cards, I'm going to be in trouble if she draws Jinx, is all we'll say. Alright, he can't play. He cannot play. Which means I've got 5 people out here. If he doesn't play a champion with either of these, this is going to be the game. Oh no. Okay, deal 2 to anything. Mystic Shot, so that's going to kill one of my spiders. Oh, he did it to my Nexus. Oh, that was foolish. That was foolish. This should be the game. Unless this one card can stop it. Okay, that's going to be the game, guys. Wow, that ended up being a crazy, crazy game. So that's honestly one of the coolest things about this game is that, like, you go in with sort of like a shell of your strategy. Like, I wanted to play around like Elise, but you know, we didn't even get to play. We had Elise dive super early in the game. We did get some usage out of Callista, but really we won this game through knowing our spider interactions and just through like kind of overwhelming him, always having more units out in the field. But this is what I believe to be one of the coolest and best early Legends of Runeterra open beta beginner decks. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. Take it easy, boys. Peace.